by a touchdown. It's the only game I'd bet if I was so inclined. Car shopping can be confusing. A lot of terms, dealer price, list price, invoice. And go to TrueCar.com, new or used, to get some clarity on what you'll pay when you get to the dealership, the TrueCar Certified Dealer Network. All right, so I did this last year. It was terrible. The results were terrible. Is that we know that quarterbacks matter in the NFL. Vegas tells you it's the only position in the NFL worth more than like a point. Some quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers are worth 11 points and Drew Brees 8 points and, all that stuff. So I said last year, I'm just going to pick who's going to win based on quarterbacks. If you just take the best quarterback, who's going to win the games? And I thought, I'll just bring it back. Now, these are not necessarily who I would bet, but I do believe quarterbacks. There's a reason I talk about quarterbacks more than I talk about teams, is that if you don't have a quarterback, you're dead in this league. Jacksonville 2 years ago had the best roster. I argued Minnesota had the best roster in football last year and never right quarterback. You got to have a quarterback. So we're going to play our second edition of Collins quarterback face bracket. So let's look. This is a wild card weekend. I'm going to pick the teams based on who the better quarterback is. So first game up is Andrew Luck, who I hold in high regard, against Deshaun Watson, who I hold in high regard. But I think Andrew Luck would be my MVP. He's doing more with less. You can name 6 or 7 Texan players. Take out Andrew. Name 5 Colts. The best players on that roster are overwhelmingly rookies. It is a young, infant-driven team that is considered a rebuilding team. I'll take Andrew Luck over Deshaun Watson. The next game would be Russell Wilson and the Seahawks going to Dallas against Dak. I think that Russell Wilson is the right-handed Steve Young. He'll be a first-ballot Hall of Famer. He's never gotten the love I think he so richly deserves. He had a rebuilding offensive line last year and no running game and led the NFL in touchdown passes. Dak, I think, is more of a system quarterback who needs help. So I would take Russell over Dak in that game. Then Wild Card Weekend continues. Phillip Rivers is a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson at this point. Lamar's a rookie. He is a much more athletic quarterback than Phillip Rivers. Phillip may be the worst athlete at quarterback in the National Football League. But in terms of the overall ability to pre-snap, throw the ball down the field, understand the game, Phillip's better than Lamar at this point, so I'll take Phillip Rivers. And now this may be a surprise to you because Trubisky's the #1 pick, but I think Nick Foles is a better pure thrower. Nick Foles is not the athlete of Mitch Trubisky. I think Nick Foles is a better quarterback talent. I really do. I think Nick Foles has a better arm. Nick Foles throws a great deep ball. Nick Foles had 25 straight completions. I think with Trubisky, he's an athlete, but you have to give him a great defense, a great running game. You got to manipulate it schematically. I think Foles is the better quarterback. So the wild card weekend, I would take Andrew Luck, Russell Wilson, Phillip Rivers, and then we go. So the following weekend, here's what you're going to have. You're going to have now Andrew Luck against Patrick Mahomes. Okay, I'm going to take Andrew Luck. Barely. Again, I stand by it. Patrick Mahomes, this is his first year starting.
But this is only based on quarterback.
It's on quarterback. Andrew Luck is a better quarterback, pre-snap experience, understanding the entire game plan.
I see why this went badly last year.
Okay, so Andrew Luck over Patrick Mahomes. Then I will take Tom Brady over Phillip Rivers. Even though Phillip's got better numbers, he's got significantly better weapons this year. The Chargers have the best. They got a Pro Bowl tight end guy coming back. They have the deepest receiving core in the league, the deepest running back core in the league. So Brady over Rivers. Then in the NFC, it's Russell Wilson against Jared Goff. I'm going to obviously take Russell Wilson. I think Jared Goff has been helped great by a left tackle, a superstar running back, a deep passing core, and Sean McVay.
Right, all the reasons why you would normally pick Jared Goff in this situation.
Yeah, but
we're not doing that. It's just the quarterback.
It's a quarterback face bracket.
Right.
It's beloved. And then I'm going to take Drew Brees over Nick Foles, obviously, because Drew Brees is one of the 8 great quarterbacks I've ever seen play. For 40 years, I've been watching NFL football, and I have Drew Brees in my great 8. The following weekend, then, it's Tom Brady against Andrew Luck. Well, Andrew Luck is a better player right now than Tom Brady. Tom Brady's 40. He's declining. He's still really good. But you're asking me, who's the bigger, stronger, more athletic, better stat guy this year? So one guy's got Belichick, and one guy's got Frank Reich. So I would take Andrew Luck over Tom Brady. Then in the NFC, it's tough because I love these guys. It's Russell Wilson against Drew Brees, and I would narrowly take Drew Brees. And again, I think a lot of it is you cannot fool him. Drew Brees has seen everything in the world. So now we have my Super Bowl in the Cowherd quarterback face bracket, Andrew Luck against Drew Brees. And again, this is incredibly narrow, but I have the Indianapolis Colts in my face bracket winning the Super Bowl because I think Andrew Luck right now is the best most valuable player in the league. He's taking more average players and rookies. So Andrew Luck wins the Super Bowl. Do you have a reaction to that?
It's still washing over me, and I'm trying to process it. But if you look at it as just the quarterback only,
Quarterback face.
I still vehemently disagree. But you love Andrew Luck.
Well, I think everybody loves him. I just think people have screwed up the term valuable. I think when you take...
I think they started the season losing 5 of their first 6 games.
Because he wasn't fully healthy.
Are we doing quarterback bracket or no?
I'm just saying, he had a bunch of rookies. It took him a month to learn the playbook.
Are we doing quarterback bracket or no?
We're doing the quarterback face bracket.
Yes.
So I think Andrew Luck right now wins the Super Bowl over Drew Brees. And by the way, if this happens, America...
You are going to look like a genius. But I'm not going to give you credit if this happens because you are only going off of the quarterbacks.
But they are valuable. You would not deny that.
They're very valuable.
You would not deny they're the most...
Maybe the most valuable position in any team sport. Sorry,
Here's the funny thing. Everybody's laughing right now. I got to be honest. I feel pretty good about it.
Don't get trapped.
I feel pretty good about it. Last year...
Who did you have winning last year?
I don't know, but it ended up poorly.
You have Luck beating Mahomes, Brady, and Breeze.
You got a problem with that? Remember, I'm a gangster. That's been established a half hour ago. I am a gangster.
Gangster, yes.
Gangster. I'm not into this gangsta. I'm a gangster.
I prefer that if you're going to say it, that you just say gangster.
Gangster. Radio gangster.
It doesn't quite roll off the gangsta.
Yeah. Joy with the news.
No. Turn on the news. This is the Herd Line.